Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. My name is Umpile, and if this is your first time joining me, welcome. And if you're returning and you stuck around, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Please remember to like, share, comment, and engage with me. Today I actually want to show you my little collection of hardcover books. It is a big deal for me because I used to be a person who didn't like hardbacks because I just find them like very difficult to carry around, and every time I try to read one I just feel like, oh, I'm gonna damage the cover, or like it's always just something. So yeah, some of these books, or most of them, or maybe not, let me not me say explicitly most of them, I haven't read, but yeah, whenever I hold one that I've read, I'll tell you. Yeah, I think, yeah, that should be it. There will be a story, but yeah, here goes. So this one, this is Nelson Mandela's Conversations with Myself, with a foreword by President Barack Obama. I got this as a gift. Yeah, years ago, 2010, 2010. And then there's a story behind this one. And then I borrowed it to my cousin brother and his wife, and it stayed with them for years. I don't even know if they ended up reading it, but yeah, how you see it now is definitely not how it left my house. But I like the fact that it still came back home. But yeah, they read some parts of it because I think when I got it back, it has a, yeah, I don't know how many pages are in here, but yeah, obviously the president will have a lot to say. But yeah, I think there's almost 500 pages. It's very thick. Yeah, I got it 2010 and it was a gift. A very random gift, but yeah, that's the first book that I have that is a hardcover, and another Nelson Mandela. So this is the cover that was created on the year the president passed away. Jonathan Ball released this. So actually, it was Little Brown. Yeah, the publisher was Little Brown, and I was working at Jonathan Ball, and all the staff members actually got a copy. So I got a copy of the version that was released after the president passed on. And yeah, Nelson Mandela left the world on the 5th of December 2013. Yeah. So all staff members got this on the 9th, I think. Yeah, the 9th of uh, December. I used to actually date my... I date all my books, actually. So this is another one. I actually don't, like... Look here. So you can actually take this off. I greet you all in the name of peace, democracy, and freedom. Unreleased from prison, 11th February. This is another one for the collection, which I still need to read. But I do have another cover of Long Walk to Freedom, which is the original one, the yellow one. It is somewhere here, somewhere. So I'll start with the big ones, and then I'll finish with the smaller ones. Where I find I think I will try. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible because I don't want to read the backs of the books because then it's going to be longer. So it's your homework. But yeah, this I actually got recently. This is Sometimes There Is a Void by Zakes Mda, Memoirs of an Outsider. I got this at Reader's Warehouse for a cheap price of 60 Rand. Like 60 Rand. Yeah. And wait, let me see. I think I read the flap. So sometimes I try to avoid reading the backs of a book when I'm trying to collect an author's collection. So I saw this, and not only because of the price, but I read the flap, because the blurb on most hardbacks is actually not at the back. Sometimes it's on the flap. So I read this. I actually want to read this. Zakes Mda is the most acclaimed South African writer of the independence era. His books tell stories that venture far beyond the conventional narratives of a people's struggle against racial discrimination. In this autobiography, he tells the story of a life that intersects with the political situation of his country, but that, at its heart, is the classic adventure story of an artist, lover, father, teacher, and bon vivant. Jesmyn Mda was born in 1948 into a family of lawyers and grew up as part of Soweto's ambitious, educated black class. At age 15, he crossed the Telle River from South Africa into Basotho land, now Lesotho, forced into exile like his father, A.P. Mda, a founding spirit of the Pan-Africanist Congress. Exile was hard, but it was just another chapter in Mda's coming of age. He served as an altar boy and was preyed on by priests, flirted with Shebeen girls, feared the racist Boers, read comic books alongside the literature of the PAC, fell for the music of Dvorak and Coltrane, wrote his first stories, and felt the void of being an outsider wherever he went. The Soweto uprisings of 1976 called him to politics. Playwriting brought him back to South Africa, where he became writer in residence at the famed Market Theatre in Johannesburg. 3 marriages led him hither and yon. Acclaim brought him to America, where in the heady early days of the new democratic South Africa, he began writing the novels that are so thick with the life of his country. Through all this, Mda struggled to remain his own man and his own writer. And in this vivid, candid, utterly distinctive autobiography, he shows that independence opened the way for the stories of individual South Africans in all their variety. Yeah, and it goes on to show a picture of Ndata Zakes, and it's his bio reads, Zakes Mda is the author of 8 acclaimed novels, including Zion, The Whale Caller, The Madonna of Excelsior, She Plays with Darkness, The Heart of Redness, and Ways of Dying. He is a professor of creative writing at Ohio University and has taught at both Yale and the University of Vermont. The Heart of Redness won the Hurston Riot Legacy Award, and Mda lives in Johannesburg, South Africa, and Athens, Ohio. Yeah, I was just like struck by the fact that he actually crossed the river Yatili from South Africa into the now Lesotho, which was Basotho land back in the day. And I was like, he crossed a river? So that's the 3rd book that I have as a hardcover. I'm just going to quickly go through all of them now. If I have to, I will read the blurb. And this one I got gifted as I actually got gifted by the owner of Bridge Books, I think 2 years ago. This is If You Want to Make God Laugh by Bianca Marais. Bianca Marais is a South African-born author. She is originally from South Africa and she now resides in Toronto. I don't know if I should continue or if I should stop. But anyway, guys, I'm at home. It is now where I tell you that I am at home. So the door will open by the twins or the nanny or someone in this house. And we are still working from home in this household. So, okay. So this is the 2nd book by Bianca Marais. And she is actually the author of Hum If You Don't Know the Words. her debut is called Hum. If you don't know the words, yeah, I love the cover. I loved the cover when it released. I got it 2 years ago. I need to actually read it. Maybe I should do a co-read with someone. Then I will read. See, I still go very crazy over covers that are like that extend with the color, the original color as well out inside the sleeve. Once you lift the sleeve up, stunning. I love it. That's the 4th book, and the 5th book that I have. I got this with the book sale, the bargain books book sale last year. It was $100 from what, a 400 rand, I think. Yeah, I think now it's 300 somewhere there. I'm not sure, but this is Bassie, My Journey of Hope. I like memoirs and biographies and such. Oh, and the cover also extends on the inside. I like it. I haven't read this as yet. I think it needs, I need to be called by the book. That's the other one. And the most recent book that I won for a competition was this one, stunning, Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. This is the second book or not even second book, no, I'm lying. It's just the latest in years, I think. Yeah. His work has been translated into over 50 languages and The Remains of the Day and Never Let Me Go, both made into acclaimed films, have sold over 1 million copies each. See, so I didn't know of this author. So when I entered the competition, I actually was like, I would love to have a book by this author. It's a stunning book. Look at it. Ooh, right? I think this is the one thing that I like about hardbacks. Like, they go all out, sometimes. But yeah, this should be a co-read later on in the year. I'm not sure with who, but yeah, keep a look out. That is the smaller ones. And then I've got these ones that I actually have been collecting over the years. This I got at a second-hand bookstore. So sometimes I do buy from bookstores, second-hand bookstores. I do stumble upon like beautiful, well-kept, pre-loved books. And this is one of them. Oh, I almost ruined it now. This is The Fire This Time, A New Generation Speaks About Race, edited by Jesmyn Ward. And yeah, I got this because I think I saw a recommendation of it from a bookstagrammers. I just don't remember who, but yeah, there's authors that I actually want to read in here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this at some point. I like the cover as well. Let me see. Oh, it's maroon inside. And Nikki Giovanni says, fires destroy things, burn them up, make ashes for us all. But fires also keep us warm, give us a glow to sit by, to tell ancestry stories to the children against the rhythmic crackle of history, to make love to against the glow. The generation of segregation gave us the fire next time. We broke down those walls. The generation after segregation gives us the water to mix with the ashes to build something, anything at all. In the words of Margaret Walker, our own. This is a book to pick up and tuck under our hearts to see what we can build. And that is what Nikki Giovanni, the poet, says about The Fire This Time. And that is the next book. Okay, I'm going to do the bigger books first, and then I'll finish off with the this was actually a gift. A friend of mine was moving house, and yeah, she gave me some of her books last year. She was moving cities, and she didn't want to take some of her books with. Actually, she didn't want to take any of her books with. Yeah, so I got some of these books, and this is a memoir. This is The Other Side of Paradise by Staceyann Chin. I have never heard of Staceyann, so I actually kept this. So from that pile of books that I got from my friend, I actually gave some away because we read similar things. So some of the books I did already have, or I had already read them. So I asked a few friends of mine if they would want to keep these new books, and I found new homes for them. So I got this one. It's a memoir as well, which is a yay for me because, your girl loves memoirs. And this is I actually also was lucky with this one because it was the last one at Bargain Books under the sale. This is Jennifer Nansubuga Makumbi's Manchester Happened. I think I only have this one. Yeah, this is the only one of hers that I have. No, I actually also have Chintu. Yeah, there it is. I do have Chintu. What else do I need? The First Woman. Yes. Then yeah, I love this cover. I love I actually have to read it. Oh, I still have the slip. I still have the slip inside, guys. And this is how it looks like on the inside. See why I like them? Oh. And I know this was also a recommendation by Sarah of Books and Rhymes. So I will be reading this. Yeah. This is another hardcover that I'm actually in love with. The cover. And then I won this. I would have probably written inside where I won it from. No, I didn't. And I also didn't write. Maybe I did have a post on my stories for this. This was a competition. I won this from a website that I follow. I don't remember. Mary Kondo and Scott Sonenshein. Joy at Work. I was very curious in seeing if organizing because the book tagline says organizing your professional life, right? I wanted to see if the tips in here or what they talk about in here is actually applicable to normal life as well, like my work life at home, So this is another one. And this one is actually hardcover that doesn't have a flap as well. See, that's what I like about it as well. This is something that's different. I read this one and I actually did write a review on it on the website. This is Haben, the deaf blind woman who conquered Harvard Law. Yeah, and this is a memoir. Actually, when I read it, I had I had this saved somewhere else separately, and I was just carrying around the actual book because I think that was then when I really was like, okay, let me get into this and actually finish it. And I was gifted this book by Jonathan Ball Publishers, and it has scribbles from my children. This book is really, like, for me, I enjoyed it personally and I would recommend it. So do check out my review on it on the website. I will probably link it up as well. But I did do a review, if I recall correctly, last year or 2019. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a beautiful memoir. And the next one that I have is An After Many Days, a novel by Jowl. I did get this at the Essay Book Fair 3 years ago, I think. I think I got this. I was very surprised when I got it because it was 50 Rand. 2018, yeah. It was 50 Rand and I thought, wow, like for a hardcover. And it was the last day of the book fair. So they had like a lot of sales on the exclusive books stand. And I still haven't read this. I need to read it. So I've read about one. I've read partially Joy at Work. I've sampled a bit of The Fire this time, and I sampled a little bit of Bassie. And yeah, The Book of Memory by Petina Gappah. I do have a few books of hers, Rotten Row, Out of Darkness, Shining Light, and yeah, an elegy of Easterly, an elegy for Easterly, sorry, is also the one that I have, but those are trade paperbacks. This one I got also at the book fair, along with other many days, sorry. And this was the first Petina Gappah that I got, I think. And then I was like, okay, now that I have her book, let me start collecting the other ones. So I do have the other ones. I just don't have an elegy for Easterly. I actually want to buy, there's another cover that I want, which is different from the one that I have. So I think I'd prefer that one. So I will be buying that one. This is another one that I actually like. The cover. I got this at the Jacana book sale last year, and the late Nadia Gutam, who was publisher at Jacana Media, may her soul rest in peace, she told me a little story about the author, and I just took it because I just felt like, oh my goodness, it's love. And Jolyon, Nuttall, also this book was published shortly after his passing, and I was like, what? So I wanted to read his essays. So yeah, I got this then. I think I sampled two then when I got it, so I need to actually get back to it. I also sampled I read the praises that are on the book, and I was like in love, so I need to actually go back to it. But yeah, this is something to look. I also actually have featured it in one of my pictures over Valentine's Day, where I did pictures of books that have the word love in them. And yeah, I need to read this, guys. There's so many books to read. The Timekeeper I actually read, and I was gifted this book by my sister. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. I'm not sure which year was it. Oh, it was 2013. So I read this and I finished it then. I like how it looks, very vintagey, and it's good. It's like all brown now. The pages are now brown. I actually read it shortly after, and I finished it in July, I think, of that same year. And I enjoyed it. I think I need to go back into reading Mitch Albom's work. I have read Tuesdays with Maury, and I think I had The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, and I gifted it to someone, but I hadn't read it yet. But yeah, this is another hardcover that I have. I actually covered it. I don't know if you can see, but it's shiny. I covered mine. That was a time in my life where I was covering my books when I had time. And this other one, this is actually love letters, 4-letter word, new love letters, edited by Joshua Nelman and Rosalind Porter. And I think when I got this book, it was at a book sale, the Exclusive Books Warehouse book sale, in 2013 as well. Let me see if I'm not lying to you guys. Oh, I'm lying. Never give up on real love. This is what I wrote. And this was in 2010 when I got the book. Okay. I think I remember where I got this. It was at Exclusive Books in Bloemfontein, where I come from. So there's a short story in here by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Back then. Yeah. Back then I was like, ooh, CNA wrote a story in this book about love. Let me buy the book. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of authors that are unknown in here, and I thought this is something, but I think I bought it back then for her. But yeah, I shall say nothing else about CNA. Okay, and this is actually this one. These two were books that I got, like when I started. This was 2006 when I got this book, and I covered it. Do you see? And then it went all south, and then I was like, you know what? It's just there. Let me just leave it, and I left it at that. So this is biggest to smallest. So I got this book when it released. My Sacred Space is by Tammy Ngubeni. I used to love Tammy. I listened to her show. I loved her, and I got the book and I read it. It's just that because it's so old, I think I've forgotten most of the things. But I used to highlight everything in blue. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, and there's lovely pictures that are black and white in here, and I found it to be so beautiful. There's Bible verses, there's stories about her friends in here. Zola is also in here, the artist, and this is a younger picture of her. It was cute. So these are some of the books. These are the older books. This was from Destiny magazine. The now does Destiny still? No, I don't think so. After they revived it, the Destiny magazine. I don't know, but yeah, this I got out of a magazine with compliments from Destiny and DestinyConnect.com. Yeah, in the words of Nelson Mandela, edited by Jennifer Williams. Yes, so there are some highlights in here as well, so it shows that I did read it back then. But yeah, guys, that is it. Those are my hardcover books. It's a lot. I need a bigger house so that I can have a whole room with books, because there are books at the back of the books that you see in front of you. So I need space. But these are the hardbacks from all of this collection. And yeah, I will link up all the maybe the review that I spoke about, and I'll just write up a list of all these books on the description below. And that was it, guys. This was so long. But anyway, if you actually watched until the end, thank you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.